All right. Good evening and welcome to Fenway Park. It's the All-Star Games final between the West and the South. The West beating the North yesterday 7-3. Ray Dandridge, the MVP, solo homer, RBI single. And then last night in a thriller, the South getting runs in the 8th and 9th to beat the East 3-2. Pete Hill, RBI double tied it. Cool Papa Bell, RBI double tied it. Pete Hill, RBI double, took the lead. They were co-MVPs last night. So it's all down to this, West versus South. Winning division will host the All-Star Games next year. Here's the starting lineups for the West. Shortstop, Alex Rodriguez. Center fielder, Mike Trout. First base, Wally Joyner. Right fielder, Reggie Jackson. Third base, Nolan Arenado. Second base, DJ LeMahieu. Left fielder, Dave Winfield. Catcher, Buster Posey. And starting pitcher tonight for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Zach Greinke. For the South, shortstop, Ozzie Smith. Third base, Adrian Beltre. Left fielder, Henry Aaron. Catcher, Josh Gibson. Center field, Pete Hill. Right field, Lance Berkman. Second base, Dee Gordon. First base, Jeff Bagwell. And pitching from the Atlanta Braves, Warren Spahn. So game time's coming up here in about 5 minutes. Just wanted to give everyone a chance to get ready here. We'll get you the bench and the pitchers available here very shortly. The bench for the West, Ray Dandridge, Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds, Mel Ott, Larry Walker, Roy Campanella, Paul Goldschmidt, Jackie Robinson, Corey Seager, and Edgar Martinez. For the South, Rogers Hornsby, Albert Pujols, George Brett, Juan Gonzalez, Salvador Perez, Cool Papa Bell, Rafael Furcal, Craig Biggio, Austin Meadows, and Freddie Freeman. The pitchers tonight for the West will be Zach Greinke, Sandy Koufax, Jake Peavy, Carl Hubble, Francisco Rodriguez, and Brian Wilson. For the South, Warren Spahn, Dallas Keuchel, Levon Hernandez, David Cone, Billy Wagner, and Fernando Rodney. All right, folks, I think we're ready to go. It's about 1:05. By the time all the theatrics are done on screen, we'll be ready to go. West versus South. All-Star Game final. Again, the lineups, Rodriguez, Trout, and Joyner. Jackson, Arenado, LeMahieu. Winfield, Posey, and Greinke for the West. For the South, Smith, Beltre, Aaron, Gibson, Hill, Berkman, Gordon, Bagwell, and Spahn. The West pitchers, and you'll see them in this order tonight: will be Zach Greinke, Carl Hubble, Jake Peavy, Sandy Koufax, Brian Wilson, and K-Rod. And for the South, Warren Spahn, Levon Hernandez, Dallas Keuchel, David Cohn, Brian Wilson, and Fernando Rodney. Here we go, West versus South. We're underway. Fenway Park, gorgeous night. Warren Spahn facing Alex Rodriguez.
Fastball above the zone, ball one. Strike one.
1-1 to A-Rod. Ozzie Smith makes the play, 1 away here in the first. Spahn facing Mike Trout. Bounce back to Spahny. Flips over to Bagwell, 2 away. Here's the Universe's leading hitter, Wally Joyner, and he's going to bounce to Smith. And that'll do it for the West here in the first. No score, Fenway Park. You're watching the West versus South All-Star game. Ozzie Smith leading off for the South. Had a big triple in last year's game versus the West. Actually played each other in the first round last year. Flies out to right field. Adrian Beltre rips one into right field. Base hit, Beltre. That's going to bring up Mr. Everything here in the universe, Henry Aaron, facing Zach Greinke. Base hit, left field. South has 2 on with 1 out. That'll bring up the catcher, Josh Gibson, facing Zach Greinke, 2 on, 1 out. Gibson into the gap. Extra bases, 1 run is in. They're going to send the other. Gibson's out at second, but 2 runs are going to score. A 2-run single for Josh Gibson makes it 2-0 South. Here's Pete Hill. Hill's gonna line to third, but a 2-run single by Josh Gibson gives the South an early lead, 2-0. Warren Spahn will pitch a second inning tonight. He's got Jackson, Arenado, and LeMahieu here in the second. That one's into the gap. Up against the wall. Nobody was at third. Triple. Leadoff triple for Jackson. Here's Arenado. Base hit. That puts the West on the board. RBI single for Arenado makes it 2-1 South. Here's DJ LeMahieu. Arenado's going to steal second. One away here in the second inning. Dave Winfield, the batter. Winfield with a base hit. There's going to be a play at the plate. We are tied. Dave Winfield with an RBI single makes it 2-2. And Buster Posey has untied it. 2-run homer. Big inning for the West as it's now 4-2 This is what they did yesterday against the North in the third, put up 4 runs. Zach Greinke
Fastball, strike one.
hitting for himself here. He's going to pitch 2 innings today.
Fastball, tough pitch on the corner, 0-2. Here's a grounder to the third baseman.
He's going to bounce to third to end 2 outs. Thought that was the end of the inning there. That'll bring up A-Rod. 4-2 West here in the second.
Tough pitch on the corner, 0-1. Fly ball to left field. And there's a big
And that one drops in for a base hit.
and he throws it to second.
2-out single for Rodriguez. That brings up Mike Trout.
Fastball. And that's just on the corner for a strike. Strike one. Down the first base.
Bounces one foul.
No ball. Strike. Here's a grounder to the left side.
And Trout's going to bounce into a fielder's choice to end the inning. Big inning for the West. 4 runs. RBI singles by Arenado and Winfield. The 2-run homer by Posey. It's 4-2 West. Zach Greinke facing Lance Berkman.
Fly ball to right field. And
One away.
makes the play. One away.
Here's D. Gordon.
Swing and a miss.
D. Gordon showing some pop this year for the Marlins with 7 homers at the break.
Out of play. We'll stay right here. 0-2.
Jeff Bagwell on deck.
Dribbler straight back.
Bouncer Greinke
Great stop on that ball.
makes the play.
Counsel bad for that out.
2 away here. Jeff Bagwell, the first baseman. Facing Zach Greinke here in the second.
Not much contact there. The dribbler
It's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Greinke.
and that's in time for the out.
We're through 2 here at Fenway Park. It's the West 4 and the South 2. New pitcher for the South is going to be Levon Hernandez. Levon Hernandez facing Wally Joyner here in the third.
Fastball. Top pitch on the corner. Strike one. Drill to the right side.
Joyner with a base hit to center.
And that's a base hit. Fires over to second.
Here's Reggie Jackson, tripled and scored last inning.
0-1. Fastball. Little too high. Ball one. Fly ball into shallow.
Jackson's going to dump one in the left for another base hit.
Base hit for Arozarena. And he throws it to second. And they've got another run down.
Jackson's second hit of the day makes it first and third, nobody out. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Fastball. Raises one on the corner. Strike one. Fly ball to center.
Arenado to deep center field.
And it dropped in.
Drops in.
Fires over to second.
Another RBI for Arenado.
And it's a 5-2 ball game. And fires to third base.
Arenado's second RBI of the game makes it 5-2. Here's LeMahieu, still nobody out.
Right. Fires over to
Arenado with a stolen base.
down the first base.
That one's punched foul. 5-2 West here in the third.
Swings and misses.
Goes down on strikes.
One away.
Here's Dave Winfield.
Fastball. Strike one. Dribbler to the left side.
Bouncer's going to score a run.
Throws over to first. And
Winfield now has 2 RBIs. 6-2. Here's Posey. He had the big knock in the second inning, that 2-run homer.
Fastball missed outside, and now he falls behind. Fastball, and that's just off the corner for a strike. Strike one. Fly ball.
And that's going to end the inning, but the West puts up another 2 runs. 2 RBIs apiece for Nolan Arenado, Dave Winfield, and Buster Posey in this game. 2 RBIs for Josh Gibson. 6-2 West here in the third. New pitcher for the West can be Carl Hubble. I'm going to see a pinch batter here. So Levon is done after 1. George Brett had 2 doubles yesterday. Going to face Carl Hubble here. South trailing by 4.
That one's out of play, so we'll stay right here. No balls, 1 strike.
6-2 West, third inning.
Swing and a miss, and he's ahead. Drill to the right side.
George Brett, he's going to have another double. He's actually thinking 3. George Brett with a triple. Leadoff triple for Brett. That brings up Ozzie Smith. That one's deep but foul. South threatening here with a man on third, nobody out. Top of the order, facing Carl Hubble. The 0-2 to Smith. Gets him on strikes. Adrian Beltre, the batter.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. That was out of play, so we'll stay right here.
Hank Aaron on deck. South trailing by 4 here in the third.
Out of play, we'll stay right here. Still 0-2. Out of play, we'll stay right here. Still 0-2. Not much contact there. The dribble to third. Rabbi from here throws over to first.
2 away here. They have failed to plate this run. Can Hank Aaron come through? I don't think that's going to get it done. The South strands a leadoff triple here in the third. Heartbreaking. We go to the 4th inning. It's 6-3. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. All right, I looked down. Apparently he was safe at first and the run scored. I apologize. I'll have to rewatch this. As soon as he hit that ball back, I started writing and I looked down, but apparently the South has scored here to make it 6-3 on an RBI something by Hank Aaron. So we go to the 4th inning. Dallas Keuchel gonna pitch representing the Astros. All right, Dallas Keuchel facing, this is going to be a pinch hitter for Hubble. This will be Edgar Martinez. 4th inning.
Fastball. No balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and he's ahead. There's a strikeout.
Gets him on strikes. Fourth inning at 6-3 West. A-Rod splits the gap. He's going to be thrown out at third. Double for A-Rod. 2 away here. Mike Trout facing Dallas Keuchel at 6-3 West. Deep left, that's going to get caught to end the inning. So he faces the minimum. They get a double wasted on trying to make it a triple. So we head to the bottom of the fourth. New pitcher for the West is going to be Jake Peavy. Peavy's going to be asked to go 2 tonight.
Off-speed pitch. Strike one.
And this is Pete Hill facing Jake Peavy.
Grappler to the left side. Ramirez throws over to first. And the throw in time for out number one.
Here's Lance Berkman. 0 for 1 today.
Fly ball to right.
Deep right field. Looks up and goodbye. Lance Berkman with a solo homer makes it 6-4. Fourth inning here, 6-4 West. Here's D. Gordon.
Fly ball in the
Gordon into right field, coming on. Makes the play. 2 away for Jeff Bagwell. Facing Jake Peavy here in the fourth, 6-4 West.
foul ball and out. What? Nothing in one. Swing and a miss. The ball right. On the ground. To the
Little bouncer to third. That should end the inning.
to first base.
Peavy gives up the homer to Berkman, makes it 6-4 as we head to the fifth inning. Dallas Keuchel still on the mound for the South. And we're going to see a pinch batter here actually for the West. This is Paul Goldschmidt facing Dallas Keuchel.
Fly ball to shallow left.
Popped into left field.
Makes the catch. One out.
Here's Reggie Jackson.
Hey, Warner.
Tripled earlier in this game and scored. The West leads at 6-4.
Down the first base.
Punches one foul.
No ball.
Nolan Arenado on deck. He's got 2 RBIs today.
Hit hard. To the left side.
Jackson
And there's a base hit for Horizon Rainer. And he throws it to second. Counts
thrown out,
down for out.
trying to advance. 2 away here for Arenado.
Fastball. Knock pitch on the corner. Strike one. Fastball. Strike two. Dribbler back to the mound.
Bouncer back to the mound. He's going to take it himself. Keuchel gets out of the fifth, 6-4 West. We're going to see a pinch batter here. All right, pinch batter for Keuchel. Facing Jake Peavy. This is going to be Austin Meadows facing Jake Peavy here in the fifth.
But we'll stay right here.
Then Smith and Beltre.
What's right? Swing and a miss. Strike two. Down the third base line.
That one sliced foul.
Still 0-2.
0-2 to Meadows. South trailing 6-4 here in the fifth. Jake Peavy on the hill.
Swings and misses.
Gets him on strikes.
One out.
That brings up Ozzie Smith, the shortstop. The Wizard of Oz.
Fly ball to center field. And Trout is
F8 if you're scoring at home. Here's Adrian Beltre. 1 for 2 with a run scored.
out of play. We'll stay right here. No ball, one strike. And the Lions won to second. Great to have on that one. And that's a wrap.
All right, and that should do it. As we head to the 6th inning, we're going to see a new pitcher for the South. David Cohn is going to be asked to pitch 2 innings, the 6th and 7th. So David Cohn facing DJ LeMahieu, the second baseman.
Hit hard to center field. And it falls in. Base hit. Fires over to second.
Leadoff double for the second baseman LeMahieu. Here's Dave Winfield. He's got 2 RBIs today. Scored a run.
Strike one. Popped up to right field.
This one should get caught.
One out. And fires to third base.
One away here in the 6th. It's 6-4 West. Buster Posey.
Fly ball to center field. Makes the out, and he got him. And fires to third base.
2 away here. Going to see a pinch batter. Pinch hitting for Jake Peavy here is going to be Ray Dandridge, yesterday's MVP.
High pitch at the top of the strike zone. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Nothing and 2. Struck him out.
Cohn gets Dandridge to end the inning. Head to the bottom of the 6th. It's the West 6 and the South 4. 11 hits for the West, 6 for the South. Hank Aaron leading off the 6th inning. He's going to face a new pitcher. This is going to be Sandy Koufax.
Hit hard to left field.
Aaron.
And there's a base hit for Buffalo.
Aaron's thinking 2. Hank Aaron with a leadoff double versus Sandy Koufax. Here's Josh Gibson, 2 RBIs.
But we'll stay right here. Nothing and 1. Breaking ball.
0-2 to Gibson from the bottom of the 6th. Scorecard a mess, as it usually is for these All-Star games. Bouncer. Aaron's going to stay put at second. Here's Pete Hill, 0 for 2, had the winning RBI yesterday.
That one's not play, so we'll stay right here. The ball, one strike. Grill toward first base.
That's going to move Aaron over.
Sit up. Away.
Man at third, 2 outs. Lance Berkman homered his last time.
Down the first base.
That one's hit well, but foul. Sandy Koufax facing Lance Berkman here in the 6th.
Swing and a miss. Nothing and 2. Down the first base.
That one's hit foul.
Still 0 and 2. Foul ball and out of play. Still 0 and 2. Fly ball to to right field.
That one should get caught to end the inning.
He pulls in the catch, and that will do it.
6-4 through 6 innings. David Cone will pitch the 7th for the South. Top of the order. Bless you. Top of the order for the West, A-Rod, Trout, and Goldie. A-Rod's got a pair of hits today facing Dave Cone.
Drill to the left side.
Line to Smith, one away. Mike Trout's 0 for 3. Mike Trout is, I believe, 0 for 8 this weekend. There's his first hit of the weekend.
That falls in for a base hit. Fires over to second. And they got him in a rundown. And he slides in second.
Double for Trout. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Popped him up to the left
He's
side.
going to pop to Smith.
And he beats Abreu. Bag.
This brings up Reggie Jackson having a big day. 3 hits, including a triple. He scored 2 runs.
Fastball. Freezes him on the corner. 0-1. Drill straight.
This one right back at Cone ends the inning. Stretch time here at Fenway. 6-4 West. Sandy Koufax is going to face a pinch hitter here in the 7th. Salvador Perez is going to pinch hit for Gordon. Salvador Perez facing Sandy Koufax.
That was out of play, so we'll stay right here.
West leads at 6-4 in the 7th inning.
Down the third baseline.
That one might drop, folks. Just foul.
Fouled off and out of play. Still 0-2. Here's a grounder.
Perez bounces to short, 1 away.
Goes over to first, and he got him for out number 1.
Here's Jeff Bagwell, 0 for 2.
Fly ball to center field. Makes the out. 2 away.
You see a pinch hitter for David Cone. This will be Juan Gonzalez facing Sandy Koufax.
Out of play. We'll stay right here. No balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
0-2 to Gonzalez.
Drill.
Gonzalez rips one to center, caught.
That one for the out. And
The scoring has calmed down a bit in the last couple innings. It's 6-4 as we head to the 8th. New pitcher for the South is going to be Billy Wagner. Billy Wagner facing Nolan Arenado.
fastball. And that's just on the corner for a strike. Strike 1. Fly ball to the left side.
Popped up. Does Smith have a play? He can't get to it. Rule that a base hit. That was a tough one.
He takes off at first. Right. And he throws.
Another steal for Arenado. LeMahieu facing Billy Wagner.
Drill to the left side. And
That one's
he's
caught.
for the
Here's Dave Winfield.
Fastball. That ball is inside. Ball one. Runner goes. On ground. Straight back to the pitcher. Picks it up. Away.
2 away here in the 8th for the West. Man on third. Buster Posey, the batter.
0-1.
Posey's done it again. Buster Posey's second 2-run homer of this game makes it 8-4 West. All right, new pitch. We're going to see a pinch hitter here for Koufax. This is going to be Roy Campanella.
Fastball. Strike one. Swing and a miss. No balls. 2 strikes.
Big 2-out homer for Posey.
Swinging.
So the West adds 2 to make it 8-4 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher for the West is going to be Brian Wilson. Brian Wilson facing Ozzie Smith. 8-4 West.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Nothing to do. Fly ball to right field.
Smith pops to right. That should get caught.
And the catch is made. 1 out.
We'll see a pinch batter here for Beltre. Rogers Hornsby facing Brian Wilson.
Foul ball and out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Drill.
Hornsby with a base hit to center.
For a base hit.
1-out single for Hornsby. That brings up Henry Aaron. 3 hits in this game, including an RBI double.
Liner to the right side.
Lines to second.
To grab the hot shot. Away.
Here's Josh Gibson. 2 RBIs.
Swing and a miss. Nothing in 1.
2 outs here in the 8th. South down 4.
Down the third base line and foul. The ball is strike. There's a strikeout.
Gibson strikes out to end the inning. New pitcher for the South in the 9th is going to be Fernando Rodney. Try to hold it to 4 here. Fernando Rodney facing Alex Rodriguez. His 2 hits today, including a double.
Fastball. 0-1. Dribbler to the left side. Smith is there. Throws over to first. And the throw in time for out number 1.
Mike Trout is 1 for 4 today. He's 1 for 9 on the weekend.
And he lines one.
He's got a second consecutive hit.
For a base hit.
It's going to be a double for Trout.
Stuck that run there now.
1 on, 1 out for Paul Goldschmidt.
Fastball.
0 for 2 since he entered the game.
Fly ball to left field.
That one's going to get caught out there in left.
And the catch is made. And he beats Abreu to the bag.
2 away for Reggie Jackson.
Fastball.
3 hits today, including a triple.
And he popped it up into shallow left.
This one might be a tough play.
And that
That one falls in. That's going to be an RBI single for Jackson, his 4th hit of the game. Makes it 9-4 West. This is Nolan Arenado.
1 ball, no strike. Fastball. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. And he's ahead. He takes off at first. Fly ball. Go.
Arenado to deep left.
Time, he's safe.
Off the wall.
For a base hit.
Long single.
Third base. That time, he's safe.
Pinch hitter here is going to be Jackie Robinson.
Fastball. Strike 1. Fly ball to left field.
That should end the inning. West adds an insurance run to make it 9-4. New pitcher for the West is going to be Francisco Rodriguez. He'll be asked to get the last 3 outs here as the West leads by 5. And we're going to see a pinch batter here for Pete Hill. We're going to see Cool Papa Bell facing K-Rod.
Fly ball to center field. He makes the catch for out number 1.
Another pinch batter here. We're going to see Albert Pujols hitting for Berkman.
Foul ball and out of play.
South down 5 here in the 9th. 9-4 West.
Down the first base line and foul. No balls, 2 strikes.
We'll see another pinch batter.
Hit hard.
Base hit Pujols.
And it drops in.
Freddie Freeman.
Out of play. We'll stay right there. Nothing in 1.
Jeff Bagwell on deck.
That one's out of play, so we'll stay right
1 out here in the 9th. South trails by 5.
Fly ball to left.
Freeman to left. That's playable.
Posted in.
2 away here in the 9th. It's all up to Jeff Bagwell. With 2 outs, facing Francisco Rodriguez.
Hit hard.
And that's going to
He scoops it.
end this game, folks. The West is your all-star winners for 2021. They hosted last year. They're going to host next year. Find out tomorrow which 4 cities are putting in bids to host the all-star game. The West out hitting the South tonight, 17-9. 4 doubles for the West by A-Rod, 2 by Trout. Reggie Jackson in this game tripled. Henry Aaron doubled in this game. George Brett hit a triple. Buster Posey, though, is going to be named the MVP. 2 two-run homers. So Buster Posey is going to take home the MVP tonight. The winning pitcher, Zach Greinke. The losing pitcher, Warren Spahn. Thank you for watching the All-Star Weekend festivities. The West takes it. We'll see you tomorrow. Utopian Cafe, 7 a.m., only on YouTube.